Kaya, I acknowledge the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nations, the traditional custodians of the land on which this forum meets, the custodians of my home in Walyalup or Fremantle. Friends, I'm sorry I can't be there with you in person, but I'm glad to send you my message of support and to thank each and every one of you for the work you do in safeguarding our communities, our environment, and our future. This gathering includes some of Australia's leading experts in natural hazards research, policy, and emergency management. The research showcases you are involved in are more than presentations. They're catalysts for collaboration, innovation, and real-world impact. They bridge the gap between research and practice, ensuring that evidence-based solutions keep arriving and keep travelling to reach those that need them most. I don't need to tell any of you how important your work is, nor do I need to remind you of the scope and scale of the challenges that confront Australia when it comes to the acute and chronic effects of climate change. As a government, we're committed to rising to that challenge, which means delivering an ambitious and practical emission reduction agenda, and which requires new approaches to protecting and supporting Australian communities in relation to the impacts of climate change that we simply can't avoid. That's why the Albanese government has allocated more than $3.6 billion in direct funding measures to make Australia more resilient to our changing climate. And in doing so, we're investing in the best climate science available to inform our decision making. Last month, with Minister Bowen, I released Australia's first National Climate Risk Assessment and an accompanying National Adaptation Plan. The NCRA, as we call it, is the most comprehensive, detailed and science-backed climate risk assessment ever to be produced in Australia. Commissioned by our government from the Australian Climate Service, the NCRA will put all of us in a much better position to undertake the informed, concerted and coordinated work that is required. I'd like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the contribution that the Natural Hazards Research Australia made to the national assessment, from informing the first pass assessment to participating in last year's national workshop and of course providing expert advice on risk ratings. There is no question that some of the projections in the assessment are confronting. Here in Western Australia, under a 3-degree global warming scenario, we could see the number of severe and extreme heatwave days quadruple, an outcome that will be felt harmfully across the community, the environment, and our economy. Building resilience requires a united effort that combines science, policy, and practical measurable action, and this showcase exemplifies that kind of approach. Can I thank Natural Hazards Research Australia for its commitment to translating research into tools and strategies that empower emergency services and communities. Your efforts in supporting capability in the next generation of emergency management leaders to ensure we learn and adapt together is to be commended. Let's continue to invest in knowledge because it's vital to share insights and to work together in our shared endeavour to reduce risk and to build resilience. Your expertise and dedication are shaping a safer, more prepared, more sustainable Australia, and I thank you for it.